From the deserts of the Middle East to the coral reefs of the Indo-Pacific, our planet is home to some of the most venomous creatures on Earth. In this video, we're breaking down the most venomous animals in the world. We'll move across continents to uncover what makes each one so deadly. We start in the deserts and plains of the United States, across Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada, and California. Home to over 30 different species, with the western diamondback being the largest and most dangerous. Rattlesnakes can grow over 7 feet long and weigh up to 15 pounds. Their most distinctive feature is the rattle at the end of their tail, a warning system that vibrates up to 50 times per second when threatened. But it's what happens after the bite that makes them dangerous. Rattlesnakes use hemotoxic venom, which attacks blood cells and destroys tissue. When venom enters the bloodstream, it breaks down cell walls, disrupts blood clotting, and causes massive internal bleeding. The bite site swells rapidly, turning dark purple and black as tissue begins to die. Without treatment, the venom spreads through the lymphatic system, causing organ failure. Rattlesnakes are responsible for more venomous bites in the United States than any other snake, thousands every year. Around 5 people die annually, though that number would be far higher without modern antivenom. Even with treatment, bites can require months of recovery and sometimes result in permanent tissue damage or amputation. From the open deserts of America, we move to the suburbs of Australia, home to the world's most dangerous spider. The Sydney funnel web spider is found throughout Sydney and the surrounding regions of New South Wales. This spider lives in residential areas, parks, and gardens, anywhere within 100 miles of Australia's largest city. Adult funnel webs are relatively small, about 1 to 2 inches in body length, but their fangs are massive for their size, measuring up to half an inch long, longer than some snake fangs and strong enough to pierce through fingernails and soft shoes. Their fangs are jet black, shiny, and positioned vertically, designed to strike downward with devastating force. What makes the funnel web uniquely dangerous isn't just the venom, it's the attitude. Most spiders flee when threatened. Funnel webs attack. When cornered or surprised, they rear up on their hind legs, fangs exposed, and lunge forward aggressively. They can strike multiple times in rapid succession, injecting venom with each bite. The venom is a neurotoxin called atrachotoxin. It attacks the nervous system, causing uncontrolled firing of nerve impulses throughout the body. Within minutes, victims experience muscle spasms, excessive salivation, sweating, and difficulty breathing. The heart rate spikes dangerously high. Blood pressure becomes erratic. Without treatment, the venom causes respiratory failure and death, sometimes in as little as 15 minutes. Before antivenom was developed in 1981, funnel web bites killed 13 people. Since then, there have been 0 deaths, but only because Australia's medical system is prepared. Remove that infrastructure and the funnel web would be killing people every year. Even with antivenom, bites send dozens of Australians to the hospital annually. The pain is immediate and excruciating. Victims describe it as being stabbed with hot needles, followed by waves of uncontrollable muscle spasms that radiate through the body. From aggressive hunters on land, we move underwater to something that doesn't even look dangerous. The cone snail is found in the shallow coral reefs of the Indo-Pacific. Cone snails grow between 3 to 6 inches long. They move at a crawl, gliding across the ocean floor, hunting fish and marine worms. They don't look threatening. They look like decorative shells you display on a shelf. But hidden inside that beautiful exterior is one of nature's most sophisticated killing mechanisms, a biological harpoon. When threatened or hunting, the cone snail extends a long, thin proboscis from its shell. At the tip is a radular tooth, a tiny, hollow, venom-filled harpoon that fires at speeds exceeding 400 miles per hour. It happens in a fraction of a second. You feel a sharp prick like a bee sting. Most people don't even realize what's happened. The venom is called conotoxin. It's a neurotoxin so complex that it contains hundreds of different compounds, each one targeting a specific part of the nervous system. Within seconds, the venom begins shutting down nerve signals. First, your hand goes numb, then your arm. Then, the numbness spreads to your chest, your face, your entire body. The cone snail has killed dozens of people. Most victims are snorkelers, divers, or shell collectors who picked up what they thought was an empty shell. Some die within minutes. Others survive for hours, paralyzed and unable to breathe, before their heart finally stops. Here's the worst part. There is no anti-venom. There never has been. The venom is too complex, with too many active components to neutralize. If you're stung in deep water, you drown before you reach shore. If you're stung on land, your only chance is immediate respiratory support, machines breathing for you until the venom wears off, which can take hours or even days. In parts of the Indo-Pacific, locals call it the cigarette snail. The saying goes, if you get stung, you have just enough time to smoke a cigarette before you die. Now we move to one of the most legendary serpents on Earth. The king cobra is found across India, Southeast Asia, and southern China. This is the largest venomous snake on Earth, and the name alone triggers fear across Asia. An adult king cobra can reach lengths of up to 18 feet. Some specimens have been recorded at nearly 19 feet. They can weigh up to 20 pounds with bodies as thick as a human arm. But what makes them truly intimidating is their ability to stand. When threatened or hunting, a king cobra can lift the front third of its body vertically off the ground, raising its head up to 6 feet high. King cobras don't hunt mammals. They hunt other snakes. Their diet consists almost entirely of pythons, rat snakes, and even other cobras. Their venom is designed to take down large muscular reptiles quickly. The venom is a potent neurotoxin that attacks the nervous system. It shuts down communication between nerves and muscles, causing paralysis that spreads rapidly through the body. Within 30 minutes to an hour, victims can experience complete respiratory failure. A single bite from a king cobra can deliver up to 7 milliliters of venom, enough to kill 20 adult humans, or take down a full-grown elephant. King cobras kill dozens of people every year across Asia. Farmers working in rice paddies, rubber tappers in plantations, villagers walking forest paths, anyone who ventures into king cobra territory is at risk. The bites are often fatal without immediate anti-venom treatment, and even with treatment, survival isn't guaranteed. The Deathstalker scorpion is found across arid regions of North Africa and the Middle East. It thrives in some of the harshest environments on Earth, where daytime temperatures exceed 120 degrees Fahrenheit and water is scarce. This scorpion is small, typically 2 to 4 inches long, and weighs less than an ounce. The Deathstalker gets its name for good reason. Its venom is a complex cocktail of neurotoxins that attack the nervous system on multiple fronts. When the scorpion strikes, it arches its tail over its body and drives the stinger into flesh with surprising force. The venom enters the bloodstream immediately. Within seconds, victims feel intense, burning pain radiating from the sting site. The pain is excruciating, described as being electrocuted and set on fire simultaneously. But that's just the beginning. The neurotoxins spread rapidly, causing muscle spasms, convulsions, difficulty breathing, and an irregular heartbeat. Here's what makes the Deathstalker especially deadly. Children are extremely vulnerable. Their smaller body mass means the venom concentration is far higher relative to their weight. A sting that might cause severe pain and illness in an adult can kill a child within hours. Across North Africa and the Middle East, Deathstalker stings kill hundreds of children every year. Some estimates put the number over 1,000 annually when accounting for remote areas where deaths go unreported. Even for adults, a Deathstalker sting requires immediate medical attention. Without treatment, the mortality rate can reach 20%. With anti-venom and supportive care, most adults survive, but recovery is painful and can take weeks. The black mamba is found across the savannas and open woodlands of sub-Saharan Africa, from Senegal and Ethiopia down through Kenya, Tanzania, Zimbabwe, and into South Africa. The reptile known across the continent as the kiss of death. The black mamba is the longest venomous snake in Africa, reaching lengths of up to 14 feet, with some specimens recorded at over 15 feet. Despite the name, their bodies aren't black. They're gray, olive, or brownish. The black refers to the inside of their mouth, which is inky black and displayed as a threat warning when the snake feels cornered. What makes the black mamba uniquely terrifying is speed. This is the fastest snake on Earth, capable of moving at speeds up to 12 miles per hour. It glides across the ground with its head raised, covering distance with shocking efficiency. Black mambas are highly aggressive when threatened. Unlike many snakes that bite once and retreat, black mambas strike repeatedly. They lunge forward multiple times in rapid succession, each strike delivering more venom, ensuring the kill. The venom is a fast-acting neurotoxin called dendrotoxin. It attacks the nervous system, shutting down nerve signals to muscles throughout the body. Symptoms appear within 10 minutes. Victims experience tingling in the mouth and extremities, blurred vision, and difficulty breathing. The paralysis spreads quickly. Within 30 minutes to an hour, the diaphragm stops working. Victims suffocate, fully conscious but unable to draw breath. A single bite from a black mamba can deliver up to 400 milligrams of venom. The average lethal dose for an adult human is just 10 to 15 milligrams. That means one bite contains enough venom to kill 20 to 30 people. Before anti-venom became widely available, black mamba bites were 100% fatal. Every single victim died, usually within 7 to 15 hours. With anti-venom, survival is possible, but only if treatment begins within 20 minutes to an hour. In rural Africa, where hospitals can be hours away, most victims don't make it. Black mambas kill between 20 and 50 people every year across Africa, though the real number is likely much higher. Many deaths in remote villages go unreported. The blue-ringed octopus is found throughout the Indo-Pacific, from the coasts of Australia to Japan, Indonesia, and the Philippines. This tiny cephalopod is no bigger than a golf ball, weighing just 1 to 2 ounces, with arms that span only 4 to 5 inches when fully extended, because those blue rings only appear when the octopus is threatened. When it's calm, the rings are barely visible, camouflaged against rocks and coral. But when disturbed, when someone reaches down to touch it, the rings flash electric blue as a warning. And if you don't pull back immediately, the octopus bites. The bite itself is almost painless. Most victims don't even feel it. The octopus has a small, parrot-like beak hidden beneath its arms, and it delivers a tiny puncture wound no bigger than a pinprick. There's no burning sensation, no immediate pain, just a small mark that seems insignificant. But within minutes, everything changes. The venom is called tetrodotoxin, the same neurotoxin found in pufferfish, and it's one of the most potent biological toxins known to science. It's 1,000 times more powerful than cyanide. A single blue-ringed octopus carries enough venom to kill 26 adult humans. And there is no anti-venom. There never has been. Tetrodotoxin works by blocking sodium channels in nerve cells, preventing signals from traveling between nerves and muscles. The paralysis begins almost immediately. First, your lips and tongue go numb, then your face. Within 5 to 10 minutes, you lose motor control. Your arms and legs stop responding. You try to speak but can't form words. And then the paralysis reaches your diaphragm. You can no longer breathe. Without immediate intervention, manual CPR and mechanical ventilation, victims die within 30 minutes to an hour. Even with medical support, survival requires hours or even days of assisted breathing until the venom finally metabolizes and leaves the system. Blue-ringed octopus bites have killed dozens of people, most of them in Australia. In the remote deserts of Central Australia lives the inland taipan, also known as the fierce snake. The inland taipan grows between 5 and 8 feet long and weighs up to 4 pounds. It's not a large snake compared to king cobras or pythons. Its coloration shifts seasonally, from dark brown in winter to lighter olive yellow in summer, helping it regulate body temperature in the extreme desert climate where temperatures swing from over 100 degrees during the day to near freezing at night. What makes the inland taipan unique is its venom. One bite contains enough venom to kill 100 adult humans. The venom is a lethal cocktail of neurotoxins, hemotoxins, and myotoxins. It attacks the nervous system, causing paralysis. It destroys blood cells and prevents clotting, leading to massive internal hemorrhaging. It breaks down muscle tissue. The venom is designed to kill a struggling rat in seconds, and it's powerful enough to kill a human in 30 to 45 minutes without treatment. So, with the most toxic venom of any snake on Earth, the inland taipan must be responsible for countless deaths, right? Not even close. The inland taipan has never killed a single person. There are fewer than a dozen recorded bites, all involving snake handlers or researchers. Every victim received anti-venom and survived. Here's why. The inland taipan lives in one of the most remote, uninhabited regions on Earth. Humans rarely enter its territory. There are no farms, no hiking trails, no towns, just vast, empty desert. Most people will never see one in the wild, and even if you did encounter one, it would likely retreat. Inland taipans are shy and reclusive. They spend most of their time underground in burrow systems, emerging only to hunt during cooler parts of the day. When they sense vibrations from the inland taipan, proves something crucial. The most venomous doesn't mean the most dangerous. Venom potency matters far less than location, behavior, and how often humans encounter the animal. A rattlesnake with venom 400 times weaker kills far more people simply because it lives where people hike, camp, and work. The deadliest animals aren't always the most toxic. They're the ones you actually encounter. From the deserts of the Middle East to the coral reefs of the Indo-Pacific, our planet is home to some of the most venomous creatures on Earth. In this video, we're breaking down the most venomous animals in the world. We'll move across continents to uncover what makes each one so deadly.